Absolutely, yeah.
The drawings look really beautiful.
Oh, it's gonna be a really cool project.
Yeah.
If you go on the right, want to just move in just a little better, it's going to be a little better.
Is that good?
shot. How's that?
I can't wait till we can do another groundbreaking like we did in number 4.
All right, stand by to go live. And then 5, 4, 3.
Well, good morning, and thank you for joining us for this news conference on our efforts to ensure that everyone in Lincoln has a safe, high-quality, and affordable place to call home. With me today are Lincoln City Council Member Brody Weber, City of Lincoln Urban Development Department Director Peter Hind, the Annex Group President Tom Tomaszewski, BAVH Architecture Project Manager and Associate Principal Evan Gunn, and Nebraska Investment Finance Authority, or NIFA, Executive Director Shannon Harner. Now, as we work to ensure that everyone in Lincoln has a safe, high-quality, and affordable place to call home, we continue to execute on our plan to create 5,000 new or rehabilitated affordable housing units by 2030. And our latest partnership with the Annex Group puts us more than halfway toward achieving our goal. The new Central at South Haymarket project that the city is helping to finance will create 175 new units of affordable housing downtown. And by supporting this development, we're investing in the people of Lincoln, helping them live closer to jobs, schools, and services while offering housing prices that are within reach. With $5.6 million in city incentives through tax increment financing, or TIF, the Central at South Haymarket creates community-wide benefits too. The project will provide quality, affordable homes that support the vibrancy of downtown, that strengthen our local businesses and make cost-effective use of existing public infrastructure. So here to provide more details on the city and the Annex Group's partnership to create Central at South Haymarket is Urban Development Director Peter Hind. Dr. Hind?
Thank you, Mayor. I want to first thank the Annex Group for their partnership with the City of Lincoln on this affordable housing development. In particular, I want to point out that the site of this development is complex and has remained undeveloped for a long time. The Annex Group and their design team have created a thoughtful and resilient solution to giving this parcel a higher and better use. The city supported the project through the issuance of 20-year tax increment financing is a great example of how the city incentivizes new development that expands the tax base and reinvests those new tax dollars into the community improvements. The support positively impacts the surrounding neighborhood and the growth of the community by helping to improve the street right-of-way for pedestrians and vehicles, adds on-street parking, adds landscaping, creates shorter and safer crossings on 9th and 10th Streets, and utilizes long-lasting construction materials. Just a block to the east, the city's Park and Go division, through a yearly lease agreement, will provide approximately 200 parking stalls in Center Park Garage for residents. Further, the developer will create delivery and rideshare areas adjacent to the building. The project will also provide direct connection to the in-street bike path. Infill development such as this creates vitality, activity, and energy in our urban core. This investment improves the quality of life for Lincoln residents and creates vital workforce housing as we grow our community and economy. I want to once again thank the Annex Group for all their partners for their continued investment in the City of Lincoln. Mayor?
Thank you, Director Hind. Central at South Haymarket is one of 3 affordable housing projects that the Annex Group is building in our community. And I also want to say thank you to everyone at the Annex Group for your dedication to partnering with us to help us grow the supply of affordable housing across our community. And here to share more about their project and their commitment to Lincoln is the Annex Group President, Tom Tomaszewski. Well,
Thank you so much. Just want to thank you, Mayor Baird, and really the rest of the City of Lincoln for working with us as a partner. And really, to get a project like this in the ground, it takes a lot of partnership and a lot of working together. And I'm fortunate enough to kind of work all over the country and go speak to other cities. And really, the City of Lincoln has something special going on. And it's evident here of us doing our 3rd large-scale affordable housing project. When Mayor Baird gave the proclamation that the city needed 10,000 units of affordable housing, we were very happy to be a partner. And really, the difference between the City of Lincoln and other cities is the collaboration and the true partnership that we just don't see in other areas. So really would like to thank you guys for that, as well as the state agency. We work with several other state agencies, and NIFA is really one of the best to work with. So again, thank you very much. This project is a very dynamic project, as previously said, right in downtown. We're creating 175 units of affordable housing that not only is at a 60% area median income, we're actually income averaging. So this is going to hit a far more further spectrum on the income level, which will really provide a unique community that will provide safe and affordable housing to many different layers of income, and really will get a good mix of people. The people that we really want to thank as well outside of the city and NIFA is Riga Engineering, the Impact Housing Corp, again, NIFA, Key Bank for providing debt and equity, our project developer who is very intimate and works very, very closely with Lincoln staff, David Wesner, was the lead on this, and his commitment and dedication to the city is very evident. By the end of 2026, we will officially open the doors here at our third project, and we really are looking forward to this. So again, I'd like to thank the city, mayor, and everyone else on the team, and we are so proud to be a part of Lincoln. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tom. Thank you for those comments, and we're really excited to be looking forward to the groundbreaking before too long. Next up, I'd like to invite the lead architect on Central at South Haymarket, Evan Gunn. Evan is a project manager and associate principal with BVH Architecture in Lincoln. And I just want to say one of the reasons we're so excited to work with them, this is housing that not only is going to make life better and be accessible to more people, it's also going to be beautiful housing that respects the dignity of the residents and increases the vibrancy of downtown. We just can't wait to see it come to life. Evan, thanks for being here.
Thanks. Thank you, Mayor. BVH Architecture is honored to partner with the Annex Group on this transformable affordable housing project in downtown Lincoln. With more than 50 years of deep connections in this community, we remain steadfast in our commitment to designing spaces that foster belonging, strengthen neighborhoods, and enrich the dynamic character of downtown. This project represents a meaningful opportunity to reimagine the underutilized block of the city, bringing renewed energy and purpose to the area. We look forward to witnessing its impact, not just the physical landscape, but on the lives of the people who will soon call this place home. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy the images that we're sharing today. Our partners at the Nebraska Investment Finance Authority, or NIFA, are essential to our efforts to grow the supply of affordable housing for our community members. And here to talk more about their role in this project is NIFA Executive Director Shannon Harner. Shannon, welcome back.
Thank you, Mayor. I'd like to say that it's a privilege to speak on behalf of NIFA and acknowledge the incredible efforts of everyone involved in making this project a reality. This development would not have been possible without the hard work, dedication, and vision of the Annex Group and their many partners. And NIFA is proud to be one of those partners. As highlighted in the Nebraska's 2022 Strategic Housing Framework, providing quality, affordable housing in all corners of our state is essential for continued growth and prosperity of our communities. And we're pleased to support this project as it aligns with our ongoing commitment to addressing the needs of Nebraskans. Since 2020, NIFA has awarded tax credits to 12 developments in the city of Lincoln. That's remarkable. And the most recent Central at South Haymarket has been awarded just over $2.3 million in 4% tax credits. Over the 10-year tax credit period, this amounts to an impressive $23 million in credits that will go into the equity of this project. So a heartfelt congratulations to the Annex Group and all of the partners who are making this transformative development possible. I also want to give special thanks to NIFA's LIHTC allocation team, Sarah, Pam, and Cassandra, for their tireless efforts in helping to bring this project to fruition. Thank you for allowing NIFA to be part of this important work and for helping meet Lincoln's affordable housing needs. Together, we are building a brighter future for the people of this community and our state. Thank you very much. Mayor?
Thank you so much, Shannon. I think you're all getting a sense of just how complicated it is to put together an affordable housing project. We can't do it without these folks and their teams, and we're so grateful. Thank you. Our partners on the Lincoln City Council are an important part of that team and are tremendous champions for affordable housing. I'd now like to invite up Lincoln City Councilmember Brody Weber, whose Northwest Lincoln District includes downtown and the Central at South Haymarket project. And I also want to acknowledge that we have City Council Chair Sandra Washington with us in the room as well. So thank you for your support. Councilman Weber?
I just want to first off thank you so much, Mayor Gaylor Baird, for having me. I'm really excited to be here today because, you know, not just as a Lincoln City Councilman, but as a young professional who's a renter, I know how essential housing developments like this one can be, not just for beautiful Northwest Lincoln, but for the strength and the future of our entire city. Access to affordable and attainable housing isn't just about providing a place to live, it's about creating a foundation for success. There's a saying that goes that housing is not just a commodity, but it is a cornerstone of opportunity. A stable home opens doors to employment, education, and a better quality of life, and this project ensures that more Lincolnites have that opportunity. But affordable housing isn't just a necessity for individuals and their families. It's a pillar of a strong local economy. Lincoln's continued growth depends on our ability to provide housing options that support our growing workforce, encourages business investments, and makes our city a place where people can build their families and their futures. That's how we create jobs. That's how we retain young professionals, and that's how we combat brain drain. As a result of TIF finance projects like this one, we're able to partner with our developers to expand our tax base and strengthen our neighborhoods, all while ensuring that housing remains within reach for more of our neighbors. I want to personally thank the Annex Group for working with the city on this critical project, and I look forward to working with my colleagues on the City Council and this administration on expanding more affordable housing in the city of Lincoln. Thank you.
Well said. Thank you so much, Councilman Weber. Central at South Haymarket is the latest example of the City of Lincoln's commitment to growing the supply of affordable housing and in working with partners like the Annex Group to deliver on that commitment. So we are so happy, any of us, to take questions from the media if you have any about this exciting project. Yes, Anthony.
Yeah, the block that it's going to be on, right now there is a building, it looks like it's, at least on street view, it's kind of vacant. It's an older building. Are you going to be taking that building down and the parking lots along with it to build this up between N and M streets on 9th Street?
You want to take this one?
Sure.
Okay.
So yeah, Anthony, the block itself, this project is only on the north half of the block that currently has a 2-story parking garage on the east side. So it's at grade with 10th Street, and then you can drive under half of it. The south block is for future development, and so we're not going to be touching that part of it right now.
Other questions? Mark?
What is, at 60% AMI, what are rents? I mean, how much is rent at that?
Do you have that off the top of your head?
We have that. Yes,
Yeah.
I can
Or
talk
range,
about that.
maybe,
Sure,
yeah.
sure. I can give you a range, Margaret. Absolutely. Right now, I think we have it. If I can't find it right now, I can certainly give you that range. Or do you know that off?
David, I'm not sure, but just one thing to also
Sorry.
note. So this is not only 60% AMI units. You know, we are income averaging. So I apologize. So we will have, you know, a certain level at 60. We'll have some at 50, some at 40. So really, and that's kind of to pick up a broad range of, you know, affordable housing because there's a lot of different needs. It's not just all at 60. And our thought was with the amount of 60% units kind of coming on that we really wanted to obtain and really provide housing for some of those lower ones by kind of spreading it apart. So that range will kind of vary greatly and much more greatly from other projects. But really for us, that allows us to provide more housing for some of the more at-risk populations that would not have been able to afford the 60%.
Do the other two projects you have in Lincoln, do they have that range?
So currently right now our other two projects are all at 60. The income averaging is something that Treasury released a few years ago and had to get clarified. So it's something that is newer, but we are starting to incorporate it more, again, just so we can provide more housing to more populations. And that's really, so far, has been successful in other projects. But our first two are at 60, and this one will be income average, which we think will be very good for the location and population base.
And will it accept housing Section 8 vouchers?
Yes, so we do not have any project-based vouchers, but if an individual or a tenant does bring in a voucher with them, yes, we would absolutely accept it. Are those the
Yeah,
ranges? So yeah, so for one bedroom, 1,079, I imagine that's a 60%. 1,068 to 1,527 for a two bedroom. 1,234 to 1,765 for a three bedroom. And then what's unique about this project, we have actually a lot of four bedroom units at 1,672 to allow more space for families. And really it's a four bedroom unit's not very common in the market. So we think that that'll be another opportunity to provide additional housing options for larger families.
How many apartments is this complex going to have?
It's 175.
75.
Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about what kind of features each unit might have, like washer, dryer?
Yeah, so each unit will have in-unit washer and dryer. We have found that, we used to do carpet in the bedrooms and everything, but we found that going to all hard surface is really more beneficial and helpful. So it'll be all solid surface throughout the apartments. We will have, on-site playground, dog run, a lot of on-site amenities, a lot of transportation options, like was discussed before. But all the units are very well thought out and laid out. Pretty large in size, and we'll be all wired for internet and cable and everything like that. But really everything will be brand new, and dishwasher, disposal, fridge, things like that. It'll be all brand new.
Who's going to be the landlord of the property?
So currently, we do have a partnership with NP Dodge. The Annex Group does manage our own properties, so we are working on, becoming manager with the state just to make sure we've got all of our everything kind of together. But ultimately, the Annex Group will manage it.
How do you plan on keeping it affordable throughout, its life?
Yeah, so we actually, due to the programs and the funding that we're getting, we are required to keep it affordable, and this will be affordable for a minimum of 30 years, if not into perpetuity. But yeah, it's the low-income housing tax program and the restrictions, and also all the other layering funds. So that'll all require us to report that and stay in compliance with affordability.
So it could be subject to rent increases as time goes on?
But rent increases would be capped and limited by HUD and would be kind of updated. But yeah, so increases would be controlled kind of through HUD and would be really tied to that 60 or whatever AMI that unit is at.
This is for the mayor. It's I don't, if you'd be willing to answer this question. This is relating to infrastructure kind of as a whole. I know you've used the Inflation Reduction Act that President Biden signed. President Trump recently in a executive order said that all agencies shall immediately pause the disbursement of funds appropriated through this act. I'm wondering how that may affect the city's future infrastructure projects that you may have.
I think we're all waiting to see how this dust is going to settle. There's a lot of dust getting kicked up right now. Initially, the executive order that went out would have paused every single infrastructure project that's been funded by the federal government, and the outcry from communities all across the country caused a reaction from the feds because we don't want bridge work to just come to a halt. So they're making some clarifications about what projects they intend to pause. We anticipate pauses of maybe 30 to 90 days on some of this work, but we're presuming that we'll be going forward as planned with infrastructure projects because they're important to making sure that people are safe and secure and that we're protecting them from extreme weather events. So we are staying focused and waiting for more word on what will actually happen in the future. Any other questions? Okay, well, thank you for coming today. This has been an exciting announcement, a really exciting project that a lot of people have been working hard on for many months and years, and we're excited to be bringing it to life thanks to these incredible partnerships. This kind of public-private partnership is what helps make high-quality, affordable housing possible, and we know that that's really important for growing the great life for our